Okay, so where were we? Oh yeah, the next movie I saw in theaters was Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumania. Another movie that I barely remember because it's been so long. All I know is that Ant-Man and Wasp go into another quantum realm. I think. Don't quote me on it. Need to check what the hell that movie was about. I know it involved King the Conqueror. Thus, I saw the Loki series, like season one of Loki. They introduced King the Conqueror. No, not Ant-Man. Ant-Man 3. Ba, 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 ba. So yeah, so in the Quantumania movie with Ant-Man and Wasp, you find out what happens to certain characters, like MODOK, which I should have kept its helmet on, because now I know why they should never introduce MODOK in a live action sense. Because that was give me the. Uh, yeah, no comment on live action MODOK. So, anyways, so that movie was okay. Introduced, different versions of King the Conqueror, and they went on an adventure that Scott Lang and his daughter went on an adventure in the quantum realm, and we saw a few characters. But that's it. Eventually, they go back to the actual world, and they defeat Ant-Man and Wasp to defeat, and then Ant-Man and Wasp defeat King the Conqueror, and that's it. Then they teach us with a much more King the Conquerors, which that's irrelevant because now they changed the King the Conqueror character with Doctor Doom, which I think is a good move. Okay, so the next movie or next Marvel movie I saw in theaters is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which I saw with my cousin and my niece. So basically, Volume 3 was about Rocket's origins. Rocket Raccoon. And his origins, on how he was created, and how his sad backstory. Really had friends who were also like animals, like they were like. So basically, Rocket's backstory is he had a bunch of friends that were also creative, just like him, and they were going to leave because the creator of Rocket and all the other animals, they're going to be destroyed. What's that guy's name again? He was kind of an asshole in the movie. So let's see. Oh, High Evolutionary. And also that they went. Also, that's where they introduced Adam Warlock. Became a comedic character, and he had a pet, like kitty, I think, like an alien kitty. Plus, they were introduced with Gamora, but like alternate version of Gamora from Endgame. Because that version of Gamora joined So she joined like the group that Yandu was in. So it was a fun movie and a sad movie. Clearly, my cousin and my niece were crying at the possibility. They're crying because like Rocket was almost going to die, but then he was resuscitated back, and they defeated that jerk, higher evolutionary. And Peter Quill went back to Earth and talked to his uncle. And that's where the movie ended. That's a bunch of cool action scenes. Let's see. Next movie I saw in theaters is Deadpool and Wolverine. Oh, that was an interesting movie. I've seen the first Deadpool movie and the second. I'm excited for Deadpool and Wolverine. Like, oh, this could be interesting. Deadpool and Wolverine. And so, the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, you see Deadpool, going about his day, going at his job, working at his job, and then going to, seeing his friends. And then the Time Variant Authority immediately, recruit him to safeguard the multiverse. And then we've come to find out that the Time Variance Authority were trying to destroy the different universes and multiverses. So Deadpool decides to, go find another version of Wolverine. Because the Wolverine in his timeline is dead. Just his skeleton. So there's like a cool action sequence which uses like the original Wolverine's like corpse skeleton, defeats members of the Time Variant Agency or Authority. Well, the song "Bye Bye Bye Bye" in sync, I think, played during the opening, which was bloody and epic as heck. So then we see Deadpool try to recruit different versions of Wolverine, and they all kicked his ass. Except for one, because the Wolverine was very drunk. And so he recruited that Wolverine, but then realized that the Wolverine that he got was the worst version of Wolverine from his timeline, from that timeline. So yes, the version of Wolverine that Deadpool recruited was like the worst version of Wolverine. And we saw a bunch of different like characters that appeared in like different Marvel movies before, like the official MCU. So like Deadpool and Wolverine was like a love letter to the Fox Marvel universe. So also we saw a different version of, at least, we saw Cassandra Nova, the twin sister of Charles Xavier, who ruled over the Void, which Wolverine and Deadpool were in. Then we saw, let's see, Chris Evans reprised as well as Johnny Storm, like the original version of the Fantastic Four. He gets killed off. Then we see X-23, Elektra, and so we saw original version of Blade. And we saw like Juggernaut and the Blob, Psylocke, a bunch of other cool characters. Then there was what's his name? Because there was like a different alternate version of Deadpool called Nice Pool, which he like had long flowing hair that floated in the wind, and he had a doggy named. He also had a doggy was also Deadpool, which Deadpool followed him with the doggy, and then a bunch of alternate variants of different Deadpools appeared. So there's a funny scene in which Deadpool used Nice Pool as a shield. And so he used Nice Pool as a shield, which then realized that Nice Pool couldn't regenerate like the other Deadpools. So he used him as a shield to try to defeat the other Deadpools. So that was a funny scene. My doggy is barking at the door. So Deadpool and Wolverine is a hoot of a movie. It also pays tribute to the Marvel movies that were created by Fox. So let's see. What else? Okay, let's see. I also watched the Venom movie, which is like the third Venom movie. I like the movie a lot. My favorite scene is when Venom meets a bunch of a vegetarian family? Or was it a vegan family? I would call them hippies, but like, nah. That'd be too predictable to call them hippies, so they're basically like a vegetarian family. I think they're like going to like the place that Venom was also was going to. Because they create a bunch of symbiotes. I'm forgetting the plot of certain movies. But anyways, I like the Venom movie. Now we're going to move on to Morbius. A movie that I kind of forgot. The only thing I remember for the movie is that his friend was also a vampire, and Morbius defeated him. Then there was like a teaser, which they showed Vulture from Spider-Man: Homecoming, and also like Venom. No wait, I think that was from Spider-Man No Way Home. They teased Venom in Spider-Man's universe, and he went back. So yeah, that's all I remember from the Morbius movie. Okay, so the next movie I watched or can remember is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. That was interesting, seeing a bunch of different versions of Spider-Man. Because yes, my favorite Marvel character is Spider-Man. So let's see. What the heck? Oscar Isaac was Spider-Man 99? 2099? Nice. So let's see. It was interesting seeing a bunch of different versions of Spider-Man. I'm trying to remember. Oh, hey, Hachi Man. Just talking about movies I've seen in theaters. I've seen 27 of them. Oh, thank you. This is one of my Star Wars shirts with Yoda. Do or do not. There is no try. So one of the movies I saw was Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. The one scene I remember is like Miles Morales on a different version of Spider-Man talking about his backstory, and then Miles Morales talking about, "Ooh, I like chai tea," and then the Spider-Man going, "Why are you calling it chai tea? It's like calling tea twice." That conversation, and then the battle between Miles Morales and the different versions of Spider-Man, and Spider-Man 2099. And then the ending in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. And I can't wait to see the third Spider-Man movie in the Spider-Verse trilogy, whenever it releases. 2027. Okay, so I'm going to be waiting a few years. Luckily, there's other movies that's going to be released eventually. So let's see. Next movie that we talk about. Okay. So the next movie I'm going to talk about is the live-action Little Mermaid movie, which is the only live-action Disney movie I saw in theaters. What's my favorite non-animated movie or show? Let's see. Well, I like The Big Bang Theory, but also like. Oh, non-animated Disney movie. I like the Shrek. I like Shrek movie. Animated Disney movie. So let's see. Non-animated Disney. Oh yeah, there was the Christopher Robin movie, which starred Ewan McGregor as an adult version of Christopher Robin, meeting up with the characters from the 100 Acre Woods, which that live action movie I actually like, because it shows what happened to Christopher Robin when he grew up, and reunited with Winnie the Pooh and friends. So let's see. So the live action Little Mermaid movie. So actually I like that movie a lot, because to me, certain live action Disney remakes, I consider its own separate alternate universe, and some that I deem canon. Which one of them is the live action Little Mermaid movie, which I have a funny. So it's funny because I was also looking for the Little Mermaid Happy Meal toys, which the one character I was trying to find was Ariel, and eventually I did. So I have 6 out of the 8 Happy Meal toys. The only one I'm missing is Scuttle and Prince Eric. So I remember seeing the live action Little Mermaid movie with my cousin, who's a big Little Mermaid fan. A big fan of the OG Little Mermaid. She loved the movie a lot as a kid. So, she invited me to go see the movie. It was the future. That was a show before my time. Certain Disney Channel shows I remember is The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and also The Sweet Life on Deck. Oh yeah, there's this one obscure show that people either don't remember or barely remember called Life with Derek. Also, I watched Hannah Montana as well. And, Hannah Montana Forever, because, there was, a certain rule at Disney that you could only have 65 episodes. And so, because if they made more episodes, then they had to pay their actors more money. And so, the loophole is that they created a different show. So, that's why the Sweet Life of Cody became the Sweet Life on Deck. And majority of the actors stayed on the show, while some were guest stars. And that's why Hannah Montana became Hannah Montana Forever, and got a few more seasons, which I think was only 1 or 2. So yeah. Oh, I love Drake and Josh. Favorite episode of Drake and Josh was I can't remember episodes. My favorite character from that show was Helen, and her disdain for Josh. Oh, hey, I'm having fun. I'm chatting about different Disney and Marvel movies I saw in theaters, and we're almost at the end of the list. So the next movie that I saw in theaters is the 25th anniversary of Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, which I finally got to see in theaters, and I had a great time. So, a funny story. So, while I was watching the movie, my brother fell asleep through it. That was hilarious. Plus, they were selling Star Wars themed popcorn buckets, but they were a bit pricey for my price range, so I didn't buy anything Star Wars related. So after that, I saw Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, for its 20th anniversary, a few years later, and a great time. Plus, they released a Darth Vader stipper cup and a popcorn bucket, at certain theaters. I really wanted those items, but they sold out again. And so after that, the last movie that I saw in theaters, or second to last movie that I saw in theaters, was the Elio movie, which I did buy the sipper cup and popcorn bucket. Plus I did a Happy Meal toy hunt. Because I was afraid that the popcorn bucket and sipper cup would have sold out, but luck was on my side. I got that. Thanks. It was like in the Elio movie, in which I think this cost me, I forgot how much it cost, but I saw the Elio Super Cup and was like, mine. So I bought it. Plus also like the popcorn bucket. Plus I did a Elio McDonald's toy hunt. I got 6 out of the 8 characters, which the only ones I'm missing is Lorden, Elio's little alien friend, and General Rygon. I'm going to watch Figure Friday. I'm gonna wait to watch Figure Friday on Disney Plus, or just in case if the movie is not as good as the original, which I think the original Freaky Friday, or the one with Lindsay Lohan, is awesome. I know my doggy's gonna bark at the other doggy. So yeah, so that was the second to last movie that I watched in theaters, which was Elio. Which I heard that the movie flopped, which I'd like to point out is not the people's fault, it's Disney's fault, because they didn't bother to advertise the damn movie. Because I saw Elio, the teaser trailer, many years ago. Well, not many years ago, around 2022 as a teaser trailer. And so I went, oh, cute teaser trailer. Then I saw the actual trailer, which went, oh yeah, I remember that teaser trailer. Now they're going to release the movie. And so, really, it's kind of Disney's fault for not marketing it correctly. Because there was very little marketing. And also merchandise as well. Because literally they sold like a bunch of Elio plushies, and I was trying to find the main character. But the only problem is they sold it at different Disney parks, not at the Disney park that I went to, aka Disneyland. Because it was exclusive to, I think, Tokyo Disneyland and Hong Kong Disneyland. I went. Couldn't bother to make Elio merchandise at Disneyland when I went this year. So yeah, it's also a bit salty I couldn't find any Elio merch at Disneyland. But I did see, so at Disneyland I saw like a bunch of like crew and like some of the cast members like from like a different show, like filming or like a Disney Plus show. And I recognized one of the actors, which was the voice actor for Elio. I went, cool, nice. And then I went off my merry way. And went on a bunch of rides and ate delicious food. So yeah, so that was the Elio movie, which I enjoyed a lot. And I will buy on Blu-ray and DVD. Which I think is going to be released in September. So I have a couple of months or a few weeks to save up to buy the DVD and Blu-ray. I like to own physical media. Now the last movie that I saw in theaters is the Fantastic Four movie, aka the MCU version of the Fantastic Four movie, which was the Fantastic Four First Steps. And I enjoyed that movie a lot. So let's see. So yeah, I enjoyed the Fantastic Four movie a lot, as they felt like it's Galactus. And also the female version of the Silver Surfer. Was she the Silver Surfer? Let me check. Don't quote me on it. Okay, cast. Oh yeah, it was a different character called Shalabal. I enjoyed that movie a lot. I didn't see any popcorn buckets because we went to like a cheap little movie cinema. But I would have bought a popcorn bucket either way. But luckily I didn't spend any money because I was trying to save up for my trip to Disneyland, which I did. Let's see. Oh yeah, she was the Silver Surfer. Or like an alternate version of the Silver Surfer. Where she, spoiler alert, she sacrificed herself to send Galactus away, far away. And at the end we saw a certain character I won't mention, because spoilers. But I had a fun time watching the Fantastic Four movie. I ate delicious popcorn, and also ate some nachos and drink. And let's see. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so I have 3 movies that I'm planning on watching in the future. Which, first one, I think that's going to be released this year, is Zootopia 2. Hello, Rainbow V. So the upcoming movie I'm going to see in theaters is Zootopia 2. And then the eventual release of Spider-Man Brand New Day and Avengers Doomsday. next year. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of my chat. Oh yeah, Zootopia 2 is gonna be in November. Can't wait. Hopefully I can find I make wild plushie so I can take it with me when I watch Zootopia 2. Hopefully it's just as good as the first Zootopia movie. Hopefully it doesn't stink. In fact, I'm gonna search for it right now. Let's see. Nick Wild. Misspelled it. Okay, plush. Aw. Let's see. Zoom. Do I want an actual plushie? Okay, I found one. And it's under a couple of bucks. Nice. Alright. So this is where I'm going to end it here for now. But join me next time. Stop barking at nothing. Okay, but anyway. I love that doggy. One moment. Say hi. Hello. I'm adorable. Alright. So this is where I end it here for now. But join me next time on the next exciting episode of my Disney Talk series. With yours truly, Pikachumaster, 5 for 2, 5 for 2, 5 for 2, do. Peace, and have a great week. Bye. And I can't see. See you next time for some more awesome Disney content in the future. My little Stitch. Arf, arf. Anything you want to say, Peter? You're so cute. You're so cute. And I love you. I love you. Bye. And remember, stay being your true and awesome Pika selves, my Pika pals. Don't eat me. Bye. Oh, you're so cute. See ya, my Pika pals.